Oh, we are ready to kick it off. We've got chat live and with us. We're entering into a really cool best of three. And me and Cranksy have had a warm-up now as casting buddies. We've got a good weekend ahead of us. And in 3 seconds, 3, 2, 1, play. 6, 7, 8.
8.
Oh,
Nice.
dude. And we're starting off
Perfect.
with a Kettencrad from the south. I've got DexN, one of the best Company Heroes 1 players in the world today. We're revealing the Fog of War. Who do we reveal in the north, Cranksy?
We've got Green Beret, hailing from Australia, opening up with 4 NG start on Stursdorf, USA versus Panzer Elite. And the capping order is very nice, if I do say so. So we've got the 16 ammo capping, straight up, and that +5. He's going to get that 50 income in 10 minutes, and that's nice to see.
Dude, it'd be so nice to like draw arrows like that. Where are these 4 engineers are going to go? Because as you say, you've got a lot of work to do. The +16 caps takes a really long time, and then the +5, it's just working out beautifully for him. And then we've got, the dastardly villains of Company Heroes 1. They've got Panzer Elite in the south, and these guys are a bit of a meme, aren't they?
They were a meme, maybe, I would say 3 years, 4 years ago. No one really played PE. No one actually hard committed. So, like, there's a very interesting thing in Company Heroes where there's, like, elitism of, like, we only play Wehrmacht or we only play USA, and no one really touched the opposing front's factions. But over the past maybe 3-4 years, people have just said, like, all right, screw that, let's go. Let's get proficient with Panzer Elite and Brits, and let's go down this route. So,
and it's really interesting because there was room for maneuver. So the history of Panzer Elite in 2008, when they first hit, they were OP. They were really OP. The FG-42s for the Luftwaffe and the Fallschirmjägers were just the most oppressive infantry in Company Heroes series history, and they got toned down significantly. And then they made a huge resurgence with ATHT play and the Scout car play, and the Armored car play, rather, sorry. Just in 2012 era, they were again the most powerful faction. And then something happened. All the elite players started to develop strategies to cope with them using massed rifles and flamethrowers. It was called Bulletproof at the time. Aimstrong was like at the fore of that. And you never ever saw Panzer Elite in tournaments again in that time period, Cranksy. And then something miraculous has happened in the last 2 years. Panzer Elite are back! Like, how did this happen? They were meant to be dead, Cranksy. They were meant to be dead.
They're back with a vengeance, actually. Like, honestly, versing PE as USA is one of the hardest matchups in the entire game, honestly. Like, versing Wehrmacht, you can kind of expect a certain strategy, but with PE, there's a lot of forking strategies that you can kind of jump into and just implement at your will as PE. So it's really on the USA player to react and cope with it on the fly.
Talking about react, he couldn't react to the damage done to that Kettencrad in the early going there. We had the grease guns and the M1 Garand's absolutely demolishing it. So early win for your boy from Australia. It's Green Beret there getting a nice pickup.
A boy down under, he's taken the left-hand side Kettencrad and like pushed that Gren back. Took a fight on the right-hand side with the 2 NGs versus 2 Grenadier squads, which he should lose hard, but he's actually delayed so long. So coming in on the left-hand side, he's got that rifle squad outcapping DexN, and I would expect to see 6 Grenadier squads from DexN right now, and this should absolutely bully the American player, but for him to have map control at this stage is insane.
Map control. He has his opponent on his knees begging for mercy. His opponent has no territories under his control right now, and the rifles know they need to die where they stand because they have a huge advantage. So they get shot by those G43s for a long time there. Well, no, sorry, Car 98Ks aren't they? They're unupgraded at the moment. But for a long time, they're doing the work, and all the while he's had massive munitions income and decent fuel income to boot. Where does he go from here, Cranksy?
Alright, we're seeing a flamer pop in the base, and Green Beret's chosen the correct engineer, the highest HP one to choose the flamer for. Got a 3rd rifle squad coming in. Remember, we opened with 4 NGs to begin with. We got the great capping order and the good ammo income, so we're going to probably see 2 flamers on the NGs this game, and this definitely going to happen. So from our side, I think it's going to be 3 rifle, 3 NG, 3 flamers, and we're about to go into probably motor pool from here. Great harassment from Green Beret, actually cutting off fuel completely from DexN. And I'd be curious from your side, how much fuel does DexN have right now?
He has 41 with a +5 income. The +5 given to you by Quinn Duffy. You know.
Jesus, DexN is underestimating his opponent very hard, and I don't blame him because there are not very many OCE players that are outstanding, but I think Green Beret is actually due for an upset right now.
He certainly is. Let's quickly mod Pepsi in chat, one of the organisers of this tournament. So let's go Pepsi. It has been a terrible start, major yayo, but we do know DexN has the pedigree. I've seen him be on his haunches with a lot of bad luck against BK Modtest and still win the game. Flamer Engineer needs to get out of there. He does indeed. He's fighting through the flames right now. These Panzer Grenadiers trying to get back into things.
Now, the main issue with DexN's strategy, he opened 6 Grenadiers up front without any additional Kettenkrabs, and he lost his Kettenkrab before it actually got to connect the territory. So Grenadiers capture so slow, and it's a major loss if you lose a Kettenkrab early, because the cap speed for Grens is insignificant.
0.7 or 0.8 for before they get the upgrade, of course.
Yeah, I think it's like 0.7, and they're just gonna.
How do I remember this stuff, dude? I don't play Company Heroes 1 anymore. I haven't played it for years. My brain. Why did I dedicate this? I can't remember my sister's birthday. I don't know what it is, but I know the capping speed of a Panzer Grenadier with the upgrade, bro. Like, that's just perverse. It's really bad, isn't it, if you think about it?
That's alright, you got your priorities set correctly, alright? Come on.
Okay, right, we got a good
flame
push
shooting
here now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he targets him. Couldn't get any crits off with the ability off with the G43, so that's an unmitigated retreat. Should be fine. But the damage yet again was done. The cutoff for the high fuel was taken. And the Panzer Elite guy's going to be all infantry. And look at this in base. We've got a supply yard building, motor pools soon to follow. What's his fuel looking like?
Yeah, from Green Beret's side, he's actually on 55 fuel, 21 income. Got the supply yard already built, which means he was on 100 plus when he decided to start building that. And he's actually chosen the correct approach. So he was building that supply yard with Flamer Engies, decided to pull them into the front line while the retreating ones would actually finish that supply yard. So he's playing a very aggressive strategy, and it pays off massively, actually pushing back all these Grenadiers from the middle of the map with those Flamers and that Rifle Squad. Nice play.
Yeah. 2 Americans in the bedroom. We've got blob on blob gameplay there. Good work with 3 units from Green Beret. Getting the work. And Kettenkrab thinks he's going to get the cutoff, thinks he's going to get the fuel, but it's not going to be for long because here come the Riflemen. Oh, it's
gonna happen, but DexN's gonna pull back from this, and it's gonna just get decapped immediately. He's gonna try to harass the left-hand side. That cap from the American player is actually huge, so he's actually fully capped it, meaning DexN, with the 1 Kettenkrab, as I was saying earlier, all he has to cap this is 0.7 Grenadiers. That speed is so slow, like, he's absolutely behind here, and he needs to really worry about anti-tank, but he's decided. DexN said, nah, I don't care about anti-tank, I'm going AC.
Bro, I just saw the sickest animation ever. Prone Rifleman did a roll and then shot some more shots. Like, that's just an animation I've not seen for so long. I made a CoH1 versus CoH2 comparison video, and the original animation artist from Company Heroes 1 pipes up in my YouTube channel and he says, we made Company Heroes 1 with love. It's in the small details. And I just saw one of them there. It's badass.
Barrel rolling. My friends decided, alright, look, what we're going to do is play Left 4 Dead 2 again. And he's like, look, these guys put so much animation into it, they've got 1,000 death animations for zombies. And I said, mate, like, that's insane, and I wish that for a game like Company Heroes, where we're seeing barrel roll headshots with riflemen. Like, it's just sick, you know?
Yeah, it's just sick. It's absolutely really does keep it interesting. But that's one of the ones they did not carry forward to the sequel. That's why I noticed these things. The pressure's still on. We've got a rifleman with that superior capping speed getting the fuel down. And this there. We've just had, I believe, there it is, the first armored car. Was ist los? I don't know what that translates as in German. It probably means, are there any Americans I can kill for you, please?
There's an AT popping on the field at the exact same time as an M8. DexN has his back against the wall and he doesn't even realize it yet. It's in the fog of war. and it's looming. It's coming down the main road. This air maid is about to wreak havoc on him. He's trying to build actual Panzer support command, but he decides, actually, I need map control right now. I'm up against it. I need to get my grenadiers on the map, so he decides to forego building that
So
while
what
the
are his
AC
options
is
here?
solo.
What would give him anti-tank grenades or
If he went for that Panzer support, if he
Yeah.
got that Panzer support, he could get an anti-tank half-track. And that half-track can immobilize the M8.
Of course it can, yeah, with
So
the
he
tread
can
brake,
just,
yeah.
he can, tread brake and then just like jump across the map. But
Oh,
it didn't happen.
Kettenkrad dies where the previous one died. Near enough. Oh, second Kettenkrad down. M8's already got a kill there, and it's a vehicle destroy.
But DexN, he said, oh shit, it's actually an M8. I've got to get this support command up, get that ATHT out. But in the meantime, his AC is not really harassing the way it should be, because it's versus a couple of squads. And it's not causing as much damage as it should be because the M8's roaming mid. And he can't overextend, otherwise he'll lose it. So he's kind of just cruising with his AC at the moment, hoping for that ATHT to pop out.
Fire over here, just giving us the fire over battle drone there. As the M8's
I love
doing work.
Green Beret's idea. This is straight up the perfect strategy. He said, hey, I've got my M8 out. I've seen the AC. I know I've cut him off fuel the entire game, so I'm going T4. He's built a tank depot in his base. And he's going to go arm the company.
That's vintage.
That's
That's vintage. That's the PE killer. Usually you don't obviously rush the M8, but that just shows you how much good fuel control he's had this game. He now
And the
thinks
fact
he
that
can go
he'd
for...
recognized it as well, and he's just gone, yep, I need to do that. That's it. Like, let's go. Brilliant.
Dude,
good
you
idea.
imagine a Hellcat right now or an M10 right now? What's his fuel like?
His fuel's on 38, so he's built that early, but he's gonna resecure that fuel on the top side and aggro the mid. So he's actually pushing all these Grens back, keeping that fuel control, and then that Hellcat's about to pop within the next 30 seconds.
Oh, bro, this is going to be game-ending, possibly. What a great first game for Green Beret, the underdog from Australia. He's known as... I've never even heard of him, and I bet a lot of people in chat aren't like fully aware of him. Which we're privileged to have Cranksy, obviously his IRL kind of friend, because they're from the same country. So yeah, it's helping out.
Coming in here, as I was saying, he's not on Twitch. He's not like a massive like pop culture figure like DexN, but you know, jumping in here, I definitely know he's one of the best players, and I've played many games with him. And keen to see him just cause this upset. So actually,
he's
right
from
now,
Kiwiland,
Hellcat...
apparently. You said Oceanic, brother. You said you never said
Oceanic, yeah, Oceanic, yeah.
You said OEC. I see. So when it suits you, you're part of the same
Australian.
fraternity.
He's
But
pretty
if it's
much,
like
yeah,
rugby,
like we're pretty much the same thing. Look,
but if it's rugby,
Tasmania,
you hate him.
yeah, exactly. Like, he can get fucked at that point, but like right now, brothers.
Okay, I see how it works. That's
We
how
actually have a
beat
Hellcat
Scotland.
popping on the field right now. Hellcat on, M8 on. There's 180 HT. That's not enough anti-tank. A tread brake delays the tanks, but it doesn't kill them. So if Green Beret decides to hardcore push this, mate,
Dude, he's
it's
got
over.
multiple opportunities. He's got multiple things coming at him right now. The M8 followed by the Hellcat, so the ATHT has no option but to leave the premises, and it's doing that right now. We've also got action in the east with Vet2 rifles. That's how good his game has gone. He pushes in with the infantry and the double flamethrowers as well, so excellent synchronization. So he's going to be able to take the cutoffs here, and he's going to close this game out possibly.
Yeah, I mean, that Vet2 is like significant within the first 14 minutes of the game. Vet2 already. You got a Hellcat and an M8 on the field. And the only AT the Panzer Elite has are ATHT. So.
And he's currently targeting this ambient supply truck there by accident. He does have a second ATHT building, but it's not the map for two, bro. It can work on longer. But it's not.
Oh,
yeah, double stickies. Oh no.
Oh, mate. Nicely done. AC goes down. He's actually decided to opt in for the field repairability as well. So if he dives in, which I think he
could finish the game, bro. He could do it right now.
It's over. Absolutely.
He could
He's
go
playing
for a
it
mega
nice and
crush.
safe.
Right, we do
It's
have
safe.
Tank Hunter. There are no tellers, and you bet the wish there were. He could go for a Hetzer at 600 munitions. He may have cancelled the second. No, he's still got the 280. So, right, okay, Hetzer's the play here. Hetzer's definitely the play. He could go for 2 ATHTs. He could go for Hetzer. He could work his way back into this game. He's also capping up the East. DexN is remaining calm despite this abundance of pressure.
I mean, honestly, a Hetzer pops, ATHTs tread break both vehicles. Hetzer finishes them. There's a comeback for DexN at this point. The main concern in my mind is that Vet 2 rifle. How did it get Vet 2? It's got 8 infantry kills, 1 light vehicle kill on the Kettenkrad. We're in a position where you're dealing with long-range stickies, which is like so unexpected most of the time, where it just throws across the entire football field and stickies your vehicle, and you're like, dude, how the fuck did that even... Was that in range? There's no way, but... Let's see what
range
DexN
boost
can do.
at like Vet 2, isn't it? Like 50%
Yeah.
extra range or something crazy.
It's like 50, 70, 100. I don't know what it is. It's ridiculous.
It's like
though.
you measure it in football fields. It's like 7 football fields more.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, double Hellcat coming in. The ATHTs are working overtime right now. Hellcat's trying to get round, but it's already out of control. We've got a tread break in, yeah, but it doesn't matter because the field repairs are here, and this second ATHT is also in peril. Hetzer comes out with a little tank from Czechoslovakia. Probably not going to be enough.
And oh, dude, the Hellcat's pulled back, which is exactly what you need to do in this position. If you set up with like the ambush ability, there's no way the Hetzer can push you.
Oh, he got immobilized. He will take out the second one. Yes, he will. No, he's got the second one pulling in right now.
3 engines repping. 3 engines.
Oh, Hetzer's got a lot of work to do. 2 Hellcats firing on him. He's got a gun damage. Then it's Sticky from range there from the Vet 1 rifles. He's finishing the job. Here we go. The Green Beret winning game 1 with time to spare.
And we're about to hit a sure in chat, man. Sure, that happened. How did that Sticky get off? This is DexN's signature. Whenever he's tilted, whenever he gets annoyed, he says, "Oh, sure, man, that happened." You know,
that
unbelievable.
Happened.
Unbelievable.
I can confirm.
The 3 engines supporting the Hellcat push with the field repair. Not enough anti-tank for the PE, and it's all due to the early game. Killing that Ket in the first kind of 3 minutes, something like that. Nicely done from Green Beret.
DexN, nice 7 play. Dude, he went 3, come on. That's a small amount versus Panzer Elite. That's like what you do. This is stock.
The one thing versus Panzer Elite players, when they build 6 Grenadier squads with G43s, and they complain that you built Flamers, it's always classic tilt. It's just classic tilt at this point.
Oh, dude. The Hellcats are wailing on it right now. We know the replay's over. We might as well call it there.
Well, that's it. Game 1 goes to Green Beret. OCE coming in strong. Absolute upset over DexN.
Green Beret
Nicely
won.
done.
Let's see how if he can continue this. Now DexN knows what he's up against. No crazy stingers for today, unfortunately, guys. We're just going to be going through the replays at breakneck speed. And yeah, it's a good first game though, eh?
Any HelloFresh sponsors to come?
No, we've done all that stuff. We've done all that stuff now. We're just sponsored by the happiness and love, and also Songs. That crazy guy Songs sometimes sponsors my CoH1 streams. He's mad. He paid me to cast one of his replays the other day. It's the messiest game I've seen in years, and I was like, "What the hell am I casting?" I was like, "Just airborne strafe spam." That's all it was. I was like, why am I watching this? Anyway, right.
Alright, I'm going to shoot you a message on Discord. Let's go, alright?
Yeah, what's happening with that, bro?
I launched and I realized, but yeah, we're on the new replay. Let's go from here. Green Beret coming in as
oh god, dude, their admin was really bad, isn't it? In this tournament so far.
It is. We had so many referees on that list, and I said, "Wow, this is going to be nicely organized."
Okay.
Apparently, we're versing the Rect. What was that other replay?
Right. Okay. So let's get to 5 seconds, and let's keep the ball rolling today. As I'll let good old Cranksy do the countdown now.
Hey, what's up, YouTube? We're here right now, Sturzdorf, Company Heroes 1. Your eyes are correct. This is the original, and we're about to jump into it with 2 of the best players. 1 OCE, 1 from Georgia. top tier company hero gameplay, starting at 5 seconds in 3, 2, 1. Let's kick it off.
Let's kick it off indeed, and let's update that score. It's Mr. Green Beret. He's 1-0 up, and he's cooking on gas. And this time, he is the legendary Wehrmacht, one of the best designed RTX factions of all time. And what's his goals on Stursdorf? For those new guys watching on YouTube, Cranksy, you're a Wehrmacht player, you're South. What are your goals, aims, and ambitions?
Alright, I was top 20 for a while. I always played this map, and it was such a cruise. Alright, honestly, straight up, you go Volk, you go Volk again, you go another Volk, and build 5 of them. And then you're fucking sorted. This map is so easy with Volk spam, it's absolutely insane. I mean, if you go for the Fatherland with Defense Dock, you're cruising to an easy victory. I mean, the map's got so much ammo. Anytime any incoming American tries to attack you, you pop for the Fatherland, your units become invincible, and you can always hold your territory. So it's kind of either Volk spam to 5, or you go 3 and 2 snipers, and just deal with the game as it comes from there.
No. Let me just talk to my trust you.
Hit up chat and be like, yo,
I don't trust chat. I don't trust chat in the slightest. I trust you, bro. Chat, pipe down, enjoy the game. This is definitely game 2. I have it from Cranksy, and I trust Cranksy more than you guys. So you're just gonna have to live with that, as this is game 2 with Green Berets, Folks Grenadiers on the march. Pioneers doing a good job as well.
Alright, give a countdown. What time are you at?
Oh yeah. Kind of. Did you close out of the game? Yeah.
I'm on 1 through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Dude,
6.
we're absolutely synced somehow. That's crazy. Just do a micro pause for a second.
Yeah.
And then I'm 141, 142, 43, 44, 45.
Yep. On the same track.
Oh, DexN says it's not. It is game 3.
It's game 3. Send me the right replay, and we'll get into game 2.
You guys saved game 2 as game 1, and game 1 and 2 were identical. So it's not our fault, by the way. It's just literally what the players did. So you know, they loaded 2 of the same replay for game 1 and 2.
DexN started PE. Game 2, the guys started the exact same armies, same sides. Game 3 is this one.
Same game length.
Yeah.
Same replay file, megabytes and kilobytes.
Let's kick off with this one, see who wins it, and if game 2 comes down the pipe, let's jump into that.
No, you don't go back, bro. You don't go back. You don't go back.
We don't go back? We're on it. Okay, cool. Green Beret opening up.
I'll tell you what we'll do. I'll tell you what we'll do.
Left-hand side.
It is the same factions. Yeah, we know that, but dude, the replay file is the same length, even. You know, it's hang on, let me just confirm that. Oh no, it isn't.
No,
dude. Yeah, no offense, bro, but I think you called it incorrectly there. I think game 2 is
way.
Legit.
Why do they start the same faction?
I don't know.
Shouldn't they switch? Shouldn't Green Beret be Axis? Game 2?
Yeah, it's not your fault. Definitely. Oh no, they do switch, bro. They do switch.
Sure?
Yeah, I'm positive.
We're done.
Well, we don't need to cancel the tourney. All we need to do, by the way, is just
cancel it. That's it. It's over, guys.
No,
Great having you.
Dude, it's okay. It's okay. You just misread it. It's all right. Everyone has a brain aneurysm now and again. Just make sure you're okay. Can you feel your left arm?
I'm feeling the replay. G2 DexN. That one? Is that what you're on?
Yeah, but DexN. Oh, bro. Did we? Whoa, hang on. My brain's tripping out here.
I'm looking at the same replay.
Yeah, no, me too.
Yeah,
I'll show this. Dude, that's not your fault in the slightest. It's a Company Heroes issue. Look, right, guys, R1 G1 and R1 G2 in the clients are the same file. But if you go into the replays, like the actual replay folder, they're different files. So this is completely not Cranky's fault. Sorry for blaming you there, Cranky.
No, I've had an aneurysm, guys. I'm sorry.
No, it's not your aneurysm, actually.
Like
it's the game client who's had the aneurysm. Bro.
Jump into it. Jump into game 2. Is Green Beret access? That's what I'm curious about.
That's the question, isn't it? Should we have just
I'm seeing him as allies right now. I don't see a client issue. I don't see our issue. I see replays uploaded issue. And named incorrectly. I'm calling out the... the community for this.
I think it's client, because if you go into playback folder, right? I'll pull this up on screen. If you go into the playback folder, hang on a second. Let me just get this.
Come on, Relic, get your shit together, all right? I know this game's old, but come on.
Yeah. Hang on a second. Let me just make sure this is showing the right bloody display. This one here. Yeah, if you go into that, look. The file size for Game 1 and Game 2 are different, 601 kilobytes and 627. But if you go into the game and you load Game 2, it's the
same replay.
Yeah, it's the same replay. So the only thing we can do, bro, is delete all the other replays and then
is DexN in chat? Is DexN in chat?
No, he's told. We've had it from them that it is definitely wrong. So what we need to do is get rid of everything that isn't Game 2. The one that is how many kilobytes big? It's
and then we'll pull
627. It'll force Company Heroes to do things properly, basically. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Hopefully, let's go. Right, nice. Look, man, the only replays I watch are like my own, so they always work, you know.
Ah, yeah. Bro, that was sorry for blaming you, man.
Oh man, no hard feelings. I'm just soul crushed, and I hope
no hard feelings. This is a life incident from now on. My life will be measured before this and after this.
I'll wake up in a stress tomorrow and be like, oh my god, I was blamed.
Oh dude, right, okay, right.
Right, is this good? I feel like it's the exact same replay, but alright, we're about to jump in. Round 1, game 2, DexN.
If we delete the others, surely it'll
I did. It's the same thing.
Oh,
I don't know if
why is it doing that? How can it possibly do that, bro?
It's not even the client, it's DexN. Hang on, let me quickly. So the stream is not on edge, because I've really hyped this up. Like, honestly, Green Beret, DexN. Let's see if Dexy is online, and if he can send me game 2 correctly, that would be so sick.
Oh, bro, but come on, let's just cast game 3 as well. That's another option.
Yeah.
We're going to have to do a good job of hyping the chat back up. Well, we do, because nobody knows who wins game 3, so it's all good in the hood, man. It's all good in the hood. So
it's the same. It's the same factions for game 2?
I know.
All right.
Too, mate.
All right. Let's accept Bullat's comment and let's run with game 2, okay?
But why is it the same factions? Like,
that makes no sense. If that's the 20 rules, I'm pissed. But that makes no sense.
Stupid. Is that the 20 rules? You can play the same factions twice in a row?
I've received it from the Russian mafia himself.
Bullet.
It is correct. Man,
okay, cool. I don't know what to say. Is that the rules? Surely not.
Alright, we're jumping. Game 2. Game 2A. We're sorted. I've confirmed it from DexN, from Bullet, from Mother Russia itself.
I still don't believe it's possible, bro. You can't play the same faction twice in a row in Game 1 and 2 in any co-tournament ever. Game match rules.
This is the cash prize 20, alright? This is cash prize. I mean, someone's put money on the line and created these rules, so they've obviously wanted, like, the chaos of, hey, you can play USA twice. Good luck.
How does
have fun with that.
How does that make any sense? Like, that's
just
silly.
whoever's access is like, yo, I'm gonna crush access.
Okay.
2 games in a row. Let's go.
Players can be okay. That's breaks. They've done a really good job on breaks. They've got no. Where's the faction choice rules? Starting location. Yeah. 1, 2. Game mode. Starting location's fixed. Yeah. That's good. Oh, here we go. Map faction selection. Coin toss winner picks the faction and loser vetoes the first map. Bro, they can choose To
They
be
can
the
coin
same
toss it
faction
again?
twice. No, it's like game one is like coin toss winner picks the faction, yeah?
Yeah,
Game
but then the
2
loser
is
gets to
coin
choose.
toss loser picks the faction. So if you happen to be on Wehrmacht in game 1 because your opponent picked USF, you can
That's
pick
so
to be
stupid.
Wehrmacht again.
That's so
Interesting.
stupid. That's so dumb.
And winner vetoes the first match.
So DexN obviously won the coin toss and said, "I'm gonna be PE," and then he's like, "Yeah, second game, I'm gonna be PE again. Let's go."
He just loves Hetzers, bro.
He's just like, "That's it. I'm gonna win it. I'm not losing my cat this time. Let's go."
Oh man, I'm just like,
Wow. Okay,
wow,
cool. Caught me
okay.
unexpected. So sorry. The replays are correct. Everyone's correct. We just misunderstood those rules because they've never ever been in place in any Company Heroes tournament in its lifespan. So sorry about that. let's kick off.
Like what?
Game
the
2.
hell, man. But yeah, I mean that'll be why then that it was so confusing. We kept loading into this game 2 and it just didn't look right. But what we'll do on YouTube, it'll be super legit. We'll just
it'll
put
look
like
nice.
a little
We'll
link.
cut the
to
whole
jump
thing out.
through
We'll cut it all out.
It was okay, right.
Nice. Alright, let's kick off. Game 2. I'm at 5 seconds. I'm with Green Beret. Americans again.
Okay, yeah. Just let me compose myself, put my commands into the console.
Let me get my mental correct. Yeah. Whew.
Dude, we went through the stages of grief there, you know.
A lot of curveballs. Come on, this should be like to a science. This game's been out for so long. How are we coming up with new ways to start tournaments? This is ridiculous.
Okay, right. And 3, 2. Oh wait. I need to get 5 first. Hang on.
You good?
I am now. 3, 2, 1. Unpause.
Send it. Let's go.
7, 8. Let's go. And the reason you're hearing Cragsy "Let's go" is Oceanic brother from another mother, Green Beret, has won game 1, and due to some rather eccentric tournament rules, I'll just call them that, the coin toss loser gets to choose his faction. Coin toss loser, by the way, was DexN. He ended up as Panzer Elite in the game 1. Guess what? He wants to be Panzer Elite again despite losing game 1. What's going on, Cragsy?
Look, I've never experienced this in all my years. This is an absolute curveball, but we're in the exact same faction matchup in game 2, and DexN's actually decided, look, I know what I did wrong in game 1, and it's not going to happen again. I'm going to come in here swinging, and let's go. Let's put the pedals with the metal. PE's overpowered, and I'm going to do the exact same strategy, but except I'm going to change it up. I'm going to go 2 Grenadiers and a Kettenkrad. I need the capping power on this map. And he's actually tweaked his build order from last game to get more capping out on the map so he can get more control.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, he knows what's to expect this time. He's like, I underestimated him last time, lost my Kettenkrad, and I'm not going to do the same this time. And to be honest, Green Beret was astonished. I know a lot of you guys were probably just reading the chat window in the left of the screen there. You know, DexN was being asked, why are you going PE again? Is this not a bad map for PE? And he didn't really make any sense with his answer. He was just saying this is not Longers or something. But basically, DexN doesn't feel that's the case. He just feels like he had a bad game and wants to correct his mistakes.
The one correction he's made immediately, from what I can tell, is he's connected his left-hand side fuel off the get-go. He's got that strap point, he's got the Kettenkrad still alive, and he's got the Grenadiers actually aggressing on the left-hand side flank. With the second Kettenkrad that he's built, he's actually capping the right-hand side as well, which is a great strategy. Usually what I would do is this exact strategy so I can keep the pressure up and capture out on the map, keep the fuel income up for PE, and then it is a dominant map for Panzer Elite. This map is not underpowered. This is a great map for PE. So interesting like change up to the strategy, and it's working out so well for DexN.
Yeah, so far it is using everything in combination there. We do actually have the engineers of Green Beret going for a victory point of all things instead of going for the fuel point. Not too sure about that.
He's trying to actually counter aggro the VP cap from the PE. So PE got that left-hand side early on the VP count. So I guess Green Beret is just like, look, I don't want to get ticked down too early, so let me cap that before the fuel. But again, a 4 NG start from Green Beret. on this map. It seems to be his bread and butter, so he's just trying that out again. I think DexN, with the secured fuel, I'm expecting to see. He's going for his 4th Grenadier. He either goes 6th Gren or he starts building with this 4th. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what to think about that, to be honest. It seems like double Kettenkrad and the Panzer Grenadiers are acting as a hard front. I just want to see how it plays out for now. I do feel like the Panzer Elite player DexN has the initiative. I just feel like he's targeted things a little bit better. I just really don't like capping VPs early, bro. I know his opponent did it, but there's never an excuse in my opinion. You just want to get your material on the field and win the game that way. VPs come later. You know, you've always got time to cap them once you've won the engagements and gotten material on the field.
Anyway, coming on the left-hand side, this Grenadier, no upgrades on the heavy cover versus 2 rifles of Flamer NG, forced to retreat back. Kettenkrads on the right-hand side, decapping the fuel, so the American's going to be on 0 fuel income in about 3 seconds. So
yeah, it's not that Kettenkrad. He's on about this one up here, capping the cutoff there. Nice work. Meanwhile, G43 Panzer Grenadiers just held the line behind light cover tree trunks there, and they've just done a really good job. Now they retreat, but they do a good job harassing for the meantime. Meanwhile, in the north, Engineers forced away. And patchwork quilt of a map is really disassembling itself at the moment.
The American's in such a hard spot at the moment, so he's trying to hyper-aggress. But the Kettenkrads, this double Ket strat, you wanted to see how it worked out? It worked out so well. I mean, honestly, this hyper-aggression strategy on the left-hand side is doing nothing really but delaying the American from capping. So these Kets are just dominating map control.
They are, and that's the beauty of Company Heroes 1, is you have to win the engagement fully before you can begin capping, else your guys are busy raising flags, pulling strings. And, you know, so the Kettenkrads have been able to enjoy this, the combat, and just go capping, have some good fun. It's a really good play.
That's the lull in combat on the right-hand side of the map, where the rifles are on the left-hand side. This just means the Kets freely cap. And we see, like, from a PE perspective, way more comfortable than last game. We've got heals in the base, we've got T2 underway. We have, like, massive fuel income of 15 at the moment. Before then it was 25, and he's floating 63 fuel right now, which means DexN is comfortable to tech into T3, go AC, get T4, get an ATHD, and be comfortable versus an M8 opener.
Let's make sure we're time sync, bro. I'm on 546. What are you on?
46, 47, 48.
Oh, good. Yeah. You said I see 60 fuel in the bank for my dude, but yeah, that's you said a bit higher than that, so I wonder why there's a difference there. Hopefully
from the PE side, yeah, that's what I'm from DexN. Yeah,
I'm on 60.
He's got higher fuel. He said that capped.
Okay.
Oh, is it off? Is it off? Yeah.
Yeah, it does. I don't know. Is it the same? We're on the same time, but have we got the same fuel in the bag for DexN? 64 plus 21.
Switch players. You're specking.
I've got Green Beret. Yeah, that's sorry. I was the South PE guy before. My brain's turning to mush. My God. Honestly, guys, ignore that I said anything. Engineers forced away in the north. Got 3 G43s upgraded for DexN, so he's really starting to get the anti-infantry power in the bag now.
Nice. We've got a T3 underway from DexN. He's about to pop an AC underway and a T4. From his side, he's got the fuel on the left hand. He's got all the fuel cut off on the right hand side. There's just 10 for the American. But this is well delayed. So we're just seeing a supply yard now for the American player, which is about on par as what you would expect for a PE. So this AC should hit the field, be uncontested for a while, and cause a bunch of damage before the M8 ever pops out.
Right, Green Beret's going to be pushing in now. He's got another flamethrower upgrade, so it's a repeat of game 1, but the advantage of G43... Oh, we got a Talamine planted, so he took away the American mine and replaced it with a Talamine. That's juicy there from DexN. Let's see how well that one works.
That's such a random spot for a Talamine as well. It's not standard at all, which means it could Hail Mary an M8. Like, if I'm the American player and I'm moving out onto the map, I would never ever expect a Talamine at that position.
No, you wouldn't, but it is where vehicles will go, especially tanks later on, because they'll want to crush stuff and go through those barrels. But yeah, no, mate, you could see it definitely hitting, but there's better places.
I can see it hitting, but it's just like in such a random
I agree.
position that it's like it probably could do damage, and you would not expect it.
I agree. Yeah, it's a little bit of an odd place, definitely. Meanwhile, Ketenkrad's doing some good work in the north, getting the high fuel yet again for DexN. And we've got infantry and flamers on the rampage. They possibly want to catch the little Ketenkrad out here and finish it off if they can.
What are we seeing from DexN? He's got
Oh, I've seen an
heavy
engineer absolutely annihilated there by the armored car, the drum of death.
This is what the AC should have done last game. You remember last game where the AC is kind of floating around doing like a bit of damage to the rifles, but no kills. It's just kind of like plodding away. This is what we want to see from ACs. Insta-wiping engineers. Doesn't even matter. Just killing everything immediately. The American player's like, oh shit, I have to get off the map. Like, I gotta fall back, the M8's my only saving grace. This is the game you want as a PE player.
Yeah, it's just picking your moment, isn't it, you know, and finding those little nooks and crannies of the map. And with the Ketenkrads in the early going, just getting away from the combat and just keeping him pegged back. And now the ACs, he can actually be on the offensive a little bit more and, you know, get some juicy pings there, and he's certainly got them. Here comes the M8. It's going to be decent, unless it hits the Towler.
Gonna be decent, but the ATHT is popping in about a second.
Oh, is it? Oh.
Yeah, so like the timing, like it's amazing to see. Like in the first game, you lose the Ket really early, you lose all your map control, you lose the game. Like the value add of that Ketenkrad being alive is so significant that you never realize it until you have these games, and you're like, oh, that was how I lost the game. I lost the game because I lost the Ket in the first 5 minutes.
Losing ground out
like
there.
it's funny how it snowballs in that way. So
yeah,
we see the M8 popping.
More...
Yeah. We see the snowball. So the M8 pops right now. You've already got 2 tellers on the map. You got an ATHT popping at the exact same time, and you're in a
here's that
pretty
second
comfortable
Teller.
position.
He's going towards it, dude. He can actually hurt the Panzer Grenadiers on retreat.
Absolutely.
No.
Oh my god. Baited in.
Yeah, big time.
Very nice, DexN.
But he would have run into an ATHT as well. You know, he could have died in multiple ways there, but Tala got the kill.
That was
certainly
a skirt
baiting him in.
M8. It had skirts as well. That was ammo
And he'd
income
invested
on
into
top.
the upgunner, dude. It was a full-on loss of munitions, I believe. You don't get refunded, right?
No, it's gone. Wasted. So from Green Beret's
cut off
position,
from supply.
he's in a terrible spot right now. He lost the M8 that he invested all of his fuel into. The PE is comfortable to spam more armored cars from my side, and I think he should really be doing that. He's building advanced repairs when none of his vehicles really need repairs, but it's like a safety measure, I guess. He's saying, look, if I ever take enough damage, I have advanced repair to immediately get them back into the field. So DexN's playing it safe right now because he realized that the first game I really underestimated my opponent. I need to play this properly and safe, and he's doing that.
Sturmgewehr's blazing, forcing away the rifles in the north. Here comes the second M8, dude. There's a Teller waiting for it. He knows he could bait it in yet again, possibly. But that M8 might just finish.
There's no way. If this Teller works, I'm amazed. I want to see.
Oh,
it
here
more
he
often.
comes! Here he comes, dude!
We have territory cut
So
off.
Oh, it's so close! Oh shit!
Oh, the Teller just incurred random damage there.
He
Oh,
shot
he's
it by accident.
chase me, chase me.
Oh my god.
Oh, going 3 flavors can have its disadvantages, and he might be seeing some of that soon.
Sector being captured.
Green Beret has noticed there's Grenadiers on that side. He knows there's Tellers on the map. So he's freaking out with his M8 right now. He's like, there's no place safe on this right hand side of the map where the Grens have been. Like, he's just like, I've got to go for that high fuel. I have to go to the top of the map.
Certainly seeming that way. Alright, Ketenkrad completes the fuel cap there. Rifleman's pushing it away. M8 comes in. Just needs to be careful because he doesn't know that there's no Tallers around this area either, you know?
Yeah, there's always the potential. That's a major problem with like any invisible unit in this game. You just have no idea until you come across it, and the Teller's the worst because as soon as you come across it, you lost your M8. It's immediate. You've lost the entire unit.
I'm starting to see how Panzer Elite evolved, and I think it was mostly down to the tank hunter tactics, you know, because you forced your American player to get minesweepers instead of flamethrowers. If they go for flamethrowers, it's such a bloody gamble, and then they can't transition into the tank players easily. it's really starting to come together in my brain, like, and compute how Panzer Elite players were able to forge meta changes so late in this game's life cycle.
Yeah, this 6 Grenadier opener is like, you need flamers to counter it, but you can't counter the telemines. So you either go, you go your minesweeper. You can't sweep the tellers, you lose your tanks. But if you do go minesweepers, you lose the infantry. So it's like a really hard setup for Americans to actually build a strategy to counter this. And the end goal in all cases for Americans right now is to get snipers out, to get anti-tank guns out, and to be able to creep up the map with anti-tank guns covering the snipers. That's the end goal that you want to hit.
So unfun.
That is unfun, but that's like the ultimate counter of, like, you kill the vehicles, you kill the infantry, you're good. But the telemine, like, presence, you can walk your AT gun onto a telemine, lose the whole AT gun. That's
third
it's
M8.
rough.
Oh, okay, no, it's not the third. Sorry, it's the original M8. My bad. He never actually died, did he? Didn't hit the tower. In my brain, I just had him hitting the tower, but you still have the tower available.
I think he might soon. I think he might soon. He's posting up for a mid play right now.
Oh, here we go.
Actually got sweeper. He's got sweeper. So.
Oh my, 4 engineers.
AC.
With... Ooh, just keep an eye on that tower. It's currently translucent. If it goes opaque.
Enemy unit down.
Ooh, we've just had a snipe, bro. What was that? Something died. Enemy unit down, allegedly. Oh, ATHT overwatching. Destroyed engine critical on the M8 there. He needs to find a chance to force away these units. We're also having a mortar half track obliterating the engineers whilst they repair.
Oh.
That could be bad. Oh, there it is.
Oh, big hit, big hit.
Oh,
he actually got the damage engine back to, like, just damage instead of destroyed.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you move it, but, like, it's still a huge hit.
We are losing a
Bro.
sector.
No, what happened there is he got rid of the destroyed engine critical, then the mortar caused a damaged engine critical, I believe. So he, like, kind of swapped it.
Healed it up a bit, but it got it out of there, which is nice. He lost an NG in the process. And that one NG that he lost was the minesweeper. So that teller, we're looking at it as like, oh, this is a big play. Green Beret has no idea. It could be anywhere. It could be like, I can't move my M8 anywhere on the map because it could be a teller at any point. So this is why it's so stressful as a USA player.
Oh, what's happening there? Okay.
So from DexN's side, he's shooting the hulls of his destroyed vehicles to get experience.
Is that
you get
what he's
CP.
doing?
Yeah, that's what he's doing. He's trying to get Hetzers faster, or like the upgrade on the CP. So he shot his own Kettenkrad hull to get 3 CP.
That much, like the 6 command. How many is it? 3 CP? Yeah.
It's like 3 CP, and it doesn't matter on a small scale. If you hit like 4 hulls, it starts to matter. So like it's nice. It's a nice little creep up of experience that like a lot of people don't know about on like a low level, but high level, you're always shooting hulls.
Oh, these things matter. That's why killing medics is so important in the traditional tournament meta. But there you go.
Yeah.
Rifles, by the way, have been eaten up by the AC. Green Beret was really sloppy there, and he may pay the price. He's run the gauntlet successfully once, but I can't see him doing it again.
You missed the rifle coming out of the base to 1-man squad. Got owned by that Mortar HT.
Did
the
it?
Mortar HT's on 7 kills, just shooting the cutoff, and killed 5 men in that barrage.
Yeah, it's up to 7 kills now, that thing. And DexN's just wailing on him at the moment. If this was a boxing match, the referee would jump in and stop it. TKO definitely in game 2, it would seem.
It's so funny, you throw back to the first game versus second. The only difference really is that Kettenkrad early. To keep that map control, to keep the Grenadiers fighting, to get the tellers down, to build the strategy from there. It's just very funny to see the kind of snowball effect of that.
Ooh, destroyed engine again, but he did get the kill on the crowd. But here comes the... It's another teller, by the way, just in case you're interested. Not that we'll ever see it detonating, because I can't see any vehicles making it out of the castle at the moment.
And that's it, really. I mean, once the ATHD kills that M8, which is done now, America's really got nothing to fall back on. AT guns are really hard from the north position on this map. They just go into AT guns for Americans.
Just messes with everything, bro. You can't get them to have a decent angle. That train juts out too far. If you were a map maker and you were doing a rework of Stursdorf, the fact the train is like cutting off all the angles from the north is really disadvantageous. you just can't get your AT guns to be in good position, and if you do, they're exposed to a big flank from infantry. It's terrible, to be honest.
And DexN definitely has this in the bag, but he's nicely ecoed it. Like, honestly, looking at the unit composition he has 1 AC, 1 mortar, 1 ATHT.
I love it,
Usually
bro.
you see a bit more of an investment in, like, ACs to make sure you're secure, or, like, more, like, mortar half-tracks or something like that. But he's happy to float one of each and just go straight to Panthers, which means, he's confident.
A relic designer from 2008 probably wants to write him a letter. Thank you for actually playing Panzer Elite like we intended.
Yeah, no spam, no nothing. The Grenadiers are spam, but other than that, you're pretty okay in my books.
Yeah, only thing missing is an infantry half track. Just get a bit of suppression in there, and we're golden, you know.
Yeah, the sniper play from Green Beret, and he's finally getting an AT gun, but there's a telemon on that road near the sniper. So one of the main issues is that AT gun can walk over the teller if it doesn't get pushed.
Of course it can. That's crazy because it has a vehicle profile in it. DexN, that is BM, my friend. You should not do that in tournaments, by the way, if you're watching.
Allies are down to 200 points.
AT gun pushes up, sniper on the teller.
Oh, dude,
it's close.
The mortar could do some work as well.
Oh, the flame on it. The flame's enough, I think, to cause a GG. The Panthers hit the battleground. Sniper falls back through the flames. AC shoots hyperspeed through, but he's happy to keep it safe and just say, no, I'm going to keep my vehicles repaired. And we'll go to game 3.
We will indeed. Let's get over to it right now. No rest for the weary, no rest for the wicked. We just got to keep marching on today.
DexN couldn't help himself, man. He's got to jump in there, be like, look.
Yeah, I just don't like
off map combat group.
You know, when I'm playing anything competitive, especially chess, if anybody gives me any shit talk, it really messes with me. You know, unless you give it back, you're gonna have a bad psychological profile. You have to go with it, and you have to like. Well, then it just devolves down into who can
just
be
devolves,
the best shit talker, you know.
That's the problem.
But if you try and be serious and professional and someone's shit talking you, oh my god, it really messes with you. Right.
You got to understand the psyche of DexN. Game 1, coming into it, an OCE player, he's got no expectation of losing, and he's on tournament lifeline. Game 2, he's about to get kicked out, and he finally wins it, and he goes, "I need to rub it in. Like, I'm DexN. You know, this is it. Like, I'm known in this community. There's no way you're beating me." So, you know, from his side, he needs to push it.
One of the players from both CoH1 and 2 called Nagano, who's actually the current world champion for Kona Heroes, won a massive money tournament earlier this year. One thing that's really underrated about him is he is really, really, how to put this, shitty with some of the stuff he says in very small, clever ways. He never does anything like DexN just did, but like in the build-up, he'll always like be a bit domineering, just a tiny bit, and he puts other players, like weaker players, slightly weaker players, on edge. He like really kind of gets in their psyche a little bit. I don't even think he knows he's doing it. It's just like a kind of a Chad move in a respect. But yeah, the gamesmanship. That's what the word. It's called gamesmanship. And I think now DexN's just reminding Green Beret, hey bro, I'm the seeded player here. You know, back off.
Yeah, OCE ain't got shit. That's what he's thinking. He's like, I'm coming in here to clutch it for Europe, and we're about to dominate the finals as always. So that's DexN's perspective, his mentality coming into it. But I'm so happy to see a faction shift here. So we've got DexN, USA at the top, and we have Green Beret bottom side Wehrmacht player. In that 5 seconds, we should kick it off in 3.
We should indeed. 3,
2, 1.
6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Welcome back, YouTube viewers. We're straight into game 3. And we're looking at Green Beret, who's been forced to play as the Southern Wehrmacht player here. I don't know if he had victory point control, but he's definitely on the south. And it's against Sturzdorf, 3rd time in a row. Going for a 2nd Pioneer. And he's up against the, as we were just saying on stream, it's the named player, DexN, who is like a tournament staple for the CoH1 scene. Everyone knows his name. And,
he's definitely a favorite. If I was a bookie, I'd be putting it at like 1 to 5 odds, honestly. Like,
really?
coming in with an
as low
OCE
as that,
player,
yeah.
Yeah, I honestly think so. Like, DexN's got that tournament pedigree, as you were saying, that experience within the cockpit of, hey, I'm within a tournament. There's a lot of stress. Everyone's expecting so much from me, and Green Beret's coming into it as like, hey man, I'm just chilling, New Zealander, OCE player. I've got no expectations of myself, but like, you know, the whole community's on your back, and you're like, hey, I have to perform and beat one of the best players in the scene at the moment. So
Interesting you say 1 to 5. So I you know, I used to work for a betting company, so I know all about bookmaking. What would you have given DexN as your like odds on before the series? Because 1 to 5 now, right, heading into game 3, knowing he's already lost 1 game. I'm thinking like 1 to 10, like for that, like the overall kind of series win. Because he's just
look, yeah. Like initially, I think like most of the odds are 1 to 5 at most. I've seen 1 to like 20s, 1 to 30s, but like Green Beret is still like a level 19 player. You have to give him.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. You have to give him his dues. So I can't put him down too far. But after the first game, I'm like, okay, it's evening up pretty substantially.
Fair enough.
Then second game, DexN comes in and he goes, look, I'm gonna go 1-1-1 with my vehicles and get Panthers and like dominate the map with Tellers. And you're like, oh shit, that's why he's one of the best players. Like he can just get away with that without stressing. And you're like, damn, the odds are gonna.
He didn't break a sweat in game 2, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
So, talking about levels, what's your highest level achieved in Company Heroes 1? Did you get to 20?
Yeah, I've been at 20 with everything.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah. So
that's top 5 in the world, isn't it? 20.
Yeah, it's top 1. There's only these days on Steam.
That's
you only
right.
Get 20 if
yes,
you're
in CoH 1 there's only 1 level 20. In CoH 2 there's 5. It's stupid.
And it's always fun. You're like trying to play British just to get level 20 for the like the milestone, and you're like, this sucks, man. But you're doing
it really does
like,
suck. What did you do with Brits? Did you Staghound spam? Did you Cromwell spam? Or did you go in placements? What did you do?
Blobs, Fireflies. The top tier. I think. Yeah. We played a lot of twos as well. So me and Simply, one of the other good players, is we just had this 2v2 team back in the day, kind of undefeated. I think the streak was something like 200 wins in a row, no breaks, and it was just like...
Pioneer's about to die. Sorry to interrupt your accolades there, my friend.
They get out. They get... Oh, do not.
Last possible shot from an M1. Finish the job on the Pioneers there, so not the best start for Green Beret. These riflemen are looking rampant at the moment.
Bad spot. This is a bad spot for Wehrmacht, man. He's getting off crits somehow. He's actually winning this engagement versus heavy cover rifles, which is insane. But these Volks should be retreating. Honestly, this is not a good spot. But he's somehow pulling out the victory, which is amazing to me.
A heavy cover, bro. It's heavy cover versus light cover. Don't underestimate. We've got another rifleman coming in.
Third rifle comes in, tilts the odds. Nice.
Does indeed. So he could steamroll from here. DexN could. He could push up into the log piles, perhaps, and take the munitions cut off, maybe. Meanwhile, Sharpshoots out for Green Beret. He's going to have to go big boy pants if he wants to win this one.
Yeah, I mean, 2 Volk sniper, confident. He knew there wouldn't be a Jeep. He said, look, DexN's just going to go rifles. Which kind of leads me to believe, like, he might have actually studied some replays beforehand and said, DexN never goes Jeep. He never does it. He's very confident with his rifle play. But we see as the 4th unit from DexN right now out of the barracks, a Jeep on the field, about to pop in about 1 to 3 seconds. Yeah. 4th Jeep. 4th unit Jeep.
I'm trusting you, bro. I've zoomed in on the barracks. Big feature coming back to CoH 3, everybody. By the way, buildings will tell you when they are building. And that's because Company Heroes... 3 has been helped to be made by both CoH 1 and CoH 2 players. In fact, one of the things Relic said to me when they were making a beta group, do you know any good CoH 1 players? And that's one of the reasons, well, one of the many reasons DevM currently has a job working for Relic Entertainment. Oh, mine goes off there in the north. And one of the returning features, one of the nice little features, I think, is that buildings tell you when they're going to be building. Because we told Relic we want to see reconnaissance back, we want to see base scouting back, we want to see build order, scouting, basically. So... cool returning feature there.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things missing with Company Heroes. If you scout buildings, you have no idea what's actually happening. In StarCraft, if you like scout a star gate or something like that from the Protoss, you can tell, hey, there's an oracle coming, like I know how to deal with this, or it's a void ray or something. You adjust, and there's like a benefit to scouting. In this game, not really. Like you scout, you see something's building, you just assume like it's probably this. But in the
That
meantime,
Pioneer had no
Faust,
right to survive there, bro. Just to interrupt your point on
you,
scouting, sorry. Just survive.
you missed the scouting Jeep dying on the right-hand side to a Faust. The USA Jeep's gone down. Yeah. While I was talking as well, I was like, oh, wait a second. Something's happened.
Yeah, Folks Grenadiers low health who have a vehicle destroyed there. So nice Faust. Under pressure, seemingly. Get it off. Meanwhile, we did have some big escapes there on the west side. Rifleman now having to be pushed away. Green Beret is under pressure map control-wise, but he's getting some good pushaways. And one nice kill on the Jeep in certain. Can he capitalize on this, Cranksy?
Significant advantage after killing the Jeep that early. The Jeep had 0 impact. So he's died to a Faust very quickly, and that's why no one goes Jeep 4th unit, really. Like, by the time you get the Jeep out, they've got Faust, and you're, like, really playing a gamble, whether, like, you're about to come across a Volk and lose it, or you're about to hit a sniper. So, like, pretty rough position for DexN. He said, hey, it's 2 Volk, 1 sniper, maybe I gamble that Jeep, and it didn't pay off.
Yeah, but you're bang on, bro. Right, I mean, the Jeeps do have a time window. M8s don't. You can technically build one at any point in the game and make it useful, just about, but Jeeps... not really at this level of play. It's only the low-level players that'll go for a Jeep as a counter-sniper after the 5-minute mark. And it didn't work there for him, as certain. But this is DexN. We're talking about one of the best players in the world, so let's give him some bloody accolades. He's bloody still dominating the map despite losing a unit.
Yeah, it could have worked. It's just a gamble. That's the problem. And the gamble just didn't pay off this game. Some other games he might have dived the Jeep in and found the sniper with no support, and he would have been like, cool, I've got a sniper kill, and it would have just paid off. But this game, definitely not. He's lost that Jeep, so he's actually behind pretty significantly, and you see in his base, he's got the motor pool up, he's got the 2-3 rifles on the field, but that Jeep being lost means he's actually behind on a whole rifle, which is pretty significant. You can't counter this play without having 4 rifles.
Right, finally, Green Beret is starting to cap some of the map back. We've got a pouring out of units. We've got Minesweeper and Flamer Engineers fighting up against a new Grenadier from the Krieg's barracks and suffering health damage already, but the Engineers are under pressure. There's a good amount of health left on the last guy, so he kept it in the battle, but that was a little bit silly, I think. But the Grease Guns have such a small firing effective range, so they do escape.
Yeah, I think the Flamer was hoping for a crit on that Gren. It already got him down like a quarter health. It's a bit greedy to keep it there, but at this point, the M8's about to pop out for DexN, and his units are so damaged, you're like, hey, you have to get heals, you have to go for that, but he has no manpower for it. He's got to wait like a good 30 seconds to build that and then get the heals in, and by the time he gets back on the field, it's going to be like 1:30 past, and the wire is going to be out from the Wehrmacht player, so he's forced to push. This weak attack is about to come in on the left-hand side.
Yeah, it is indeed. M8's going to lead the way. We've had some mines planted. So there's no Minesweeper with these forces. That's all the way back in base. And there's the problem. Pinned rifles, but the M8 gets some kills on the Grenadiers. Cranksy informs earlier, that's 36 manpower per drop. So it's going to cost him.
36 per Gren, I think it's 27 per Rifleman. The lucky part for DexN is that there was no units on the left-hand side. So even this weak push comes in, no health. He didn't face much resistance. It was just a retreating squad and a mine. So if he forced a machine gun or he fought like a Volk and a Gren and a pack, it would have been a nightmare for him. But he's actually hit gold by attacking this left-hand side without any resistance.
Alright, Green Beret can stabilize now. He's got his pack 38. He's got the high fuel in the east. Victory point wise, he's doing well. The seeded mega player, DexN, is actually kind of going toe-to-toe with the... admittedly, yeah, he's ranked 19 auto match, but we've never really seen him in a tournament that much before. But it's anyone's game to win is the point I'm trying to make, Cranksy.
Yeah, it's kind of stabilizing here. So we've got like... DexN's on the left-hand side fuel, just decap that. It's going to get recaptured by the Wehrmacht. And the top fuel has been in the control of the USA player the whole game. This high fuel we were talking about earlier has been in the control of Green Beret. So I feel like as long as Green Beret holds the mid and that left-hand side, he's in a good position. And that high fuel is just a bonus for him. Like, he doesn't really need it as a Wehrmacht player. You can snowball pretty hard without it. For him to have it right now is pretty. It's pretty nice. It's a good position.
Certainly is. Right, Pioneers forced away. Engineers are going to be capping for the meantime. Meanwhile, Grenadiers are capping the center, as Cranksy already mentioned. We've got the MG in the large garrison in the center now, doing some really good work in the snipers, claiming his 14th kill. He's paid for himself in terms of manpower, and now he's going to start really affecting things. Meanwhile, 251 half track, just kind of chilling for the meantime. He's getting shot by the Gren. Is the pack in position? You bet it's your ass it is.
Nice. Good stuff, good stuff. We're seeing the rifle flanker on the sniper in the left-hand side though. It's about to close in. The sniper better react pretty soon. Full retreat.
Yep.
Good call, good call. You could have kited a bit there, but like, it's good. It's playing safe. You're about to hit this NG in the mid. It's retreating. This Grenadier squad hopefully closes this out. Yeah, there's only 2 models actually.
There's 3 Mausers, and I think it's 2 shots needed to kill that Grenadier. Should be fine. The 251 half track, of course, if you put the Pioneer inside it, you get a bit of suppressive capabilities, if I'm not mistaken there, Cranksy?
Yeah, it's great, it's great. So from like the rear gunner, way more powerful, instant suppression. Front gunner, a bit of damage. That's pretty much all you're looking for. So
yeah, it's all about having the
always
Pioneers.
aiming to like micro this half track to have its rear facing the enemies and cause some suppression. It's just like a bit of a nightmare to micro, but like it's a good thing to have on the front line.
One thing that the CoH2 balancers found that you will find in CoH3 is that half tracks heal in the newer games. I find that really interesting mechanic. But they have good utility in CoH1 even so. I mean, you can see it played well by Wehrmacht here, pushing up, reinforcing, and yeah, it's a good
range at the pack. Oh, the Faust hit the tank trap. The pack
it did, yeah.
Oh my god, the Faust, the Shrek missed the pack, again.
Missed him again, yeah. Here, Cranksy has been a fanboy for his Oceanic brother. He really wants Green Beret to win this.
That's nonsense.
No. Apparently it's nonsense. I just see it as the M8's got a small target size. He evaded it. It was skill. It was skill.
Ridiculous.
Rifle could
That's
be
ridiculous.
lower.
4 misses. 4 misses. DexN is counting his blessings right now, but he's still pushed off the map. We're looking at that map dominance from the Wehrmacht play right now. Green Beret's overextended with his Gren. He decides, pull back from there. Good call. That right-hand
tactics
side
is used. He knows he's up against it. He wants
nice.
some of that zeal. Because he knows he's losing models, bro. That's not a good sign. He wants to take advantage of his deaths to have better fight. So yeah, he's going to be in a decent position. And
one of the things is like, look, if you don't want to invest heavily into veterancy, you can go Terror, Zeal, and you don't have to spend your money there. You can go T4 pretty quickly. So I expect Green Beret to go T4 and spend his money there.
A nice prop war as well. He forces away 2 units. Just derailing the push, buying himself more time. And look at the map control he has.
That's an aggression push that he shouldn't have won, but he only won it because of prop war, which is very nice. It's a good utilization of that ability.
Agreed. M8 suffers a Faust. Is there any push up? Yes, there is. The M8's in a difficult spot here, and Green Beret smells blood. He's going to go for it, dude. He's got the pack 38 in position. Just needs to get a bit of vision now. The M8 knows he's in trouble.
Yeah, he won't get it, but he's doing a very good job at pushing DexN back to the corner of the map. Literally the furthest corner he can go to, he's pushing him back. This direct dive, not ideal, but he's got Terror Zeal, so like, it could work. I don't think it will. I'd retreat that squad, like, straight up. Yeah,
he's overextending. He's getting greedy. He's getting greedy.
He definitely is.
Pioneer's unmitigated in the center. He's not been flanked for a while, and he's climbed to 22 kills now. The manpower economy.
Off map on the sniper. Sniper retreats. Oh, misses. The pack's about to walk into it. He walks it forward. Nice. Full avoidance from the OCE player. Nicely done.
I love it. I love the fact you're able to work in your bias into the commentary.
I love it. I love it. This is fantastic. This is what they're doing right now, bro. They made Lord of the Rings, I mean, and they can make this game work for them as well. This is fantastic.
Bro.
Green Beret making Stursdorf his Shire. Alright, let's see it happen.
Right, we've got the Sturm Armory coming up next. Can he follow up this excellent play with maybe a Puma or something, just to really put the pressure on DexN? And I can confirm the replay length does go on for a long while after this, guy, so buckle up, because this game is not going to peter out. We've got a really good game on our hands. DexN does not go away easily, Cranksy. He does not go away without a fight.
Oh, off map on the pack. The pack can't retreat. It's got to go forward. It dies.
Oh,
it goes back into the
guy hasn't got that issue, bro. No more decisions to be made for the pack crew. They're down and out. Grenadiers are in a really tough spot here. They've got a blob to be pushed through. Ouch, that's going to hurt. 251 half-track's got to get out of there as well now. It's backing up into a corner. He couldn't reverse it all the way. He wants to drive forward. M8's going to get some shots through the rear now. Down to 60% health in this clear shot. Will he decide to gamble on there being no mine there? Will he gamble on it? No, he won't.
Too much risk.
The idea of there being a mine. Yeah. Just the idea of it was enough to save the 251's half-track's life.
From Green Beret's side, he gets this Pyro out of the half-track and repairs. That'll be a nice little advantage for him. But yeah, he's lost the right-hand side. He's lost his one anti-tank on the map. And he's got a Puma, but there's so much risk for the USA player pushing out here. Could be mines anywhere, he has no idea, so he can't really overextend. Which means Green Beret can kind of cruise without getting any anti-tank on the map. Which he doesn't really have, he's got one Shrek, that's it.
Yeah, good shout from Smoko in chat, one of the other seeded players for this tournament. He hella overextended, you can't argue against it. He kind of got a bit of cocky there. Why was this pack so far north?
One of the things is that people don't realize, even Smoko, one of the top tier players, Green Beret is at a 3 VP advantage right now. The opponent is on 170 VPs, 3-0. He's overextended for a reason. The main issue with that engagement is his pack shot the high cover. It missed like 3 times, and the M8 had no damage.
You can't blame RNG for that.
It happened. It happened.
Well, you never send your pack there. Like, come on, bro. Never.
The pack's in quieter position. I agree with that.
Yeah, okay. We got some contrition. We got some contrition.
Yeah. So we're about to put DexN inch his way back into because of RNG. My OCE brother just suffering out here. Absolutely pissed. Just like, dude, what the fuck? Like, this should have hit.
Yeah. I see how you changed your tune now. When DexN had bad RNG earlier, you're all over that.
Yeah, sure. But OCE is like, no, that's unfortunate. Like, that's
it is. I agree. I'm with you now. Anything's just. I see. I've got a volatile cast partner. He's very passionate, so I'm just like, like when you're talking to your wife.
Go with it. We have to go with it.
Happy co-caster, happy life. That's what they say. Anyway, all right. Engineers overextending a little bit themselves. It's only a Grenadier and a half-track for now. We do have the sniper's under pressure, but the Puma's there to protect his little brother. And prop wars him as well for good measure.
Is that worth?
No.
That's such a questionable...
That was too much, bro. The Puma's enough to force away a rifle.
You got a Puma, a Volk, you got a sniper, like, you're good. Like,
I mean, what was that propaganda? There. Was it telling you, do not stand next to a Puma, it will shoot you in the face and kill you? Was that what they were saying? Oh, yeah, look, okay, we'll run away now. Fair enough.
maybe it's like an oversell. Like, hey, I've got so much resource compared to you. Like, look at what I can do. I can throw this away without any issue. And DexN psychologically just ruined from that. He's like, oh, okay, I can't attack. Like, he's got everything. It's over.
Okay, fair enough. Spoken 9.
Maybe. Could be.
Every misplay now, I want you to explain logically.
Yeah, why it's good. Why
Green Beret misplays are good. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Howie. On map, Howie shooting the base, killing the sniper. Oh, misses the sniper. Misses. Oh, 3 misses. Unlucky to DexN.
Oh, Grenz might get hurt though.
Oh, they evaded.
Oh, the headquarters bounced a shot from the Howie.
Gee, this is fantastic.
That's amazing.
Nicely done.
Dude, what is like the armor plating they have on the headquarters these days? I didn't know that was
one of like the spotlights. One of the spotlights just deflects.
Oh really?
Yeah. Some stupid texture thing. Yeah.
Oh, they got like this titanium light bulb or something. That's incredible.
DexN's up against it, man. He's down to 100 VP. He's trying to push mid. He's got 1 M8. Trying to get back on the map. There's a Stug, there's a Puma, HT, and another Stug about to hit the field.
Yeah.
Damn.
Certainly
is OCE about to come in with the upset? Is this
Could
about
be.
to be the upset from Mercy? Ooh.
Could be. 31 kills on the sniper. Foxer, and he is pulling the rifleman into a trap, possibly. We've got the M8 having fun. The Puma, yeah, they're mobilizing on this rifleman. They smell blood. He's just constantly thinking, you can't come onto my side of the map. You're meant to be dying. Carry on with that, please.
The fact is, Green Beret's 2 off of a King Tiger right now.
Oh, destroyed engine on the Puma.
Ooh.
I did not spot that mine, and neither did he. And here comes the off-map howitzer shoot. One big shot on the Puma, and it's done for. Meanwhile, Foot's Grenadiers are forced away.
Oh my god, the
Oh,
off-map.
MGDT
Oh,
on the Stog. This is death. This is horrific. Oh, the Pioneers die as well. Out of control. It was all going so well for the OCE player from New Zealand, the Kiwi.
Dive it, dive the Stug. Nice. He got
Oh, DexN killed the Stug as well. Oh, Green Beret was doing so well. One mine. All it took was one mine. The oldest adage in Company of Heroes competitive.
What the fuck was that? Oh my god.
No, it was not what the fuck was that. It's mine wins games. One of those famous catchphrases ever, and there you go. Oh my.
He stabilizes neutral. Right hand side is with the USA. Left hand with Wehrmacht. One stuck on the field. One half track. Vet 3 M8 picking off these Grens and Volks.
Dude, the speed on that thing will be so killer now. He'll be zooming around, picking guys off. Really could do with the kill on it. There's a Shrek shot misses yet again.
Oh my. Dude, this has gotten stressful now for Green Beret. You had it. You had it in the bag and you lost two
sorry,
heavy
pausing 22 seconds, 20.
Yeah, 23. All right, boys. All right, we're gonna keep the hype up. AE has someone at the door. It's probably HelloFresh, one of the greatest sponsors of all time. Honestly, enjoy their meals on the daily.
It's Christmas.
Christmas? HelloFresh Christmas?
It's Christmas. Let me put my headset on so I can hear Cranks.
Oh, I just want to see HelloFresh. That's all I want to see right
now. No. This is better than HelloFresh, my friends.
Oh no, it's a loot crate?
UPC build time. Oh yes. Oh yes. There's like £1,000 worth of equipment in that box, so I have to be careful with it. Oh, if that was HelloFresh, that would have been the most hilarious plug of all time.
Yeah. Hang on, wait.
To answer
it's
that,
getting hype.
Oh,
right.
right.
Guys, it's getting really hyped up right now, but HelloFresh is one of the best suppliers.
Yeah, my box of book plugs have arrived indeed. Right, sorry, 22:20. Did you manage to pause in time, bro?
22:23. Go for it.
Let me get there for you. Oh, dude, I'm so excited about what's in that box. I got my motherboard, I got all my parts. Oh my god, it's good news.
That's so sick. That's so sick. Right,
22:23 and 3, 2, 1, play. 24, 25. Oh my.
Yeah, we're on it. We're on it.
Oh, sniper forced away yet again by the on-map howitzer. Well, no shots landing. Should be fine.
Alright, a bit of a VP cap as well from the Wehrmacht right now. Securing this VP lead pretty hard. I mean, the M8, half health has to go and aggro that top VP. He's got no time to repair.
Right, okay. Should be massively in sync now, Jamman. Thank you for pointing that out. You have to take off device timestamps in OBS, I think. Oh, by the way, the 251 half track, it's getting the Flam and for upgrade there. Interesting, not seen that for ages. In Common Heroes 1, at least.
Questionable. It's questionable. There's no veterancy on the half track. Why are you doing it? What's going on?
You can't reinforce from it anymore, right?
You can, but
oh, you can in CoH1. Sorry, okay, fair enough.
You just can't like garrison it for the machine gun.
Oh,
and he cancels.
yeah.
He cancels. It was a mistake. All right, good.
Oh yeah, it was a bit crazy. Right, prop will used just to keep a rifleman off so he can keep the victory points here. That's how much pressure he feels under, but he does have his opponent down to 75. Sniper continuing to fire 36 kills. And it's just constantly salvaging the wrecks as well.
You got to admit, from an OCE player, this 36 kill sniper is absolutely coming in clutch, even with lag disadvantage. Like, he's coming in versus a European player. Ooh, the on map. Damn, it's getting close.
It's getting closer every shot, bro. This sniper's had 9 lives. Oh, that shot there. Keep moving. The focus grenadiers, doesn't matter if they die, but you don't want this sharpshooter to die. He pushes up a little bit more. Grenadiers
takes
really
the AT
hit.
gun.
Yes.
Takes it. Gone. Nice.
Oh, and DexN will not like that. AT gun's trying to get out of there. Oh, and he prop wars. He prop wars. What a prop wall that is. He had some questionable ones earlier.
That's just nice. Like, get off the map. I've got the VPs. I've got the income of 48 plus ammo per minute. I'm ready to prop war you for days.
Oh,
like,
dude, are you
nice.
feeling King Tiger? I'm feeling King Tiger now. He's got 2 anti-tank guns. He's got a sniper cooking on gas. If he King Tigers it up, baby, he could really control the mid and just, you know, brutalize finish the game off, quite frankly.
Honestly, he's on 19 divided by 20. Like, just 19 out of 20 for KT. He's just got 5 CP. I would unlock it right now, save up 500 and send the KT.
Because it just
park
finished
it
the
on
game
a
off.
VP.
He could park it on the central victory point, park everything else on the western victory point. You got 60 victory points left to go. And there it is, King Tiger indeed. That's what he's gone for, bro. So he's got 300 more manpower. And then, of course, he'll have 500 manpower penalty for, is it 5 minutes or something? And, yeah.
It feels like it's forever, because as soon as you got that KT on, it's like, dude, I'm not getting any more manpower for the rest of the game. That's pretty much it. Sniper retreats. He hears the barrage. He knows DexN's just focus firing his snipers the whole game. So he's just like, yeah, I'm just going to call it before the artillery even hits. Correct call. Good stuff.
Right, M8's coming in. That's a Vet 3 M8. Focus grenades forced away. We've got a grenade upgrade now. Putting some damage in. M8's putting hella work on this MG. He needs to get out of there, but the Stug's hunting him down. That's a Vet 3 M8. Does not want to lose that Grenadiers. Get out of there. Stug's going to need to open up soon. We do have a sticky possible. Wants to reverse away.
Mid VPs taken by the NG. Half track was AFK there. Should have pushed the entire time. Would have pushed the NG off from capping, but fair play. Busy map right now.
Prop war used
Prop
on the
war,
rifles.
mid,
Yeah, he's just
Get out
spamming
of
this,
there.
trying to finish the game off with prop war, it seems.
Right hand side's fully open. He's going to push up with the Stug, with the Volk. He should take that fuel back, and then he's got the VP mid and right hand side comfortably secured.
Oh, he just got a big AT shot. Yeah, no, the Stug just hit. Oh, but the gunner's killed on the M8. He's still trying to go around it. But what is that slide? Stug's trying to kill him off, but no, he's out of control thanks to the stolen. Yeah, the stolen 57 mil finished him off. You can see here the genuine hype from Cranksy there. He wants his buddy to win this series. A huge underdog win this will be.
That M8 Vet 3, dodging shots all game, decides to get taken out by its own AT gun. How unfortunate for DexN. Oh, unbelievable. Artillery coming on that left-hand side. Gren, they retreat before taking much damage.
Ooh, rifle
Volk's
clutch neutralization. They need to neutralize. He's only got 50 victory points left. And he gets it, keeping him alive for now. But look at that manpower count, everybody. He's getting closer.
Machine gun takes so much suppression, falls back off map, comes in. Sniper aggressive as hell. 48
What
kills.
is that sniper? Yeah, look at him. He's on 48 kills. He's so far up. What a great suppression call by
the
Stug
Stug in the base on the howitzer. Decides enough's enough. No more on map for you. Get out of my game.
Look at the health on that thing. It's got very little remaining.
Sticky.
Oh,
Sticky lands. It's Vet 2. Can't dodge that.
He's got to just focus it a little bit. He's got a damaged engine
Focus
now.
fire. Have to.
Dude, but I can see there's a big thing.
Kill the Howie, bro. Kill the Howie.
Yeah, it's so little health remaining. Just focus it, bro. You can do it.
He's doing it.
And there it is. 29 experience. But I tell you, I can see a big diamond moving up the field. Oh, and here it is, 68.5 tons of quantified destruction. The Königstiger, the Bengal Tiger, the Tiger 2B is on the field. It's going to sit its big fat arse on that central victory point, and it's going to eat this big historic, well, kind of historic, upset victory for the OCE player, as he's been called so many times in this cast. Prop war used. Here comes the cap.
So good to see. So good to see. Perfect Verma gameplay. Not a mistake the entire game, except the pack overextension. Other than that, like, nicely done from Green Beret. And to take out DexN, probably one of the favorites to finish the tourney. Knocked out in round 1.
definitely. DexN, as I say, he's had some of the gameplays of the year on game replays, taking up BK mod test, etc. And yeah, this is a massive upset. BK.
I was talking to BK today, and I said like, "Hey mate, how you going? What's up for the finals? Who do you reckon gonna be versing? And are you confident?" And he said, "Honestly, it's either Zulu or DexN, and I'm feeling confident at the moment. I'm a bit rusty, but I think I can pull it home." And the fact that DexN's out, meaning Zulu is the only opponent BK thinks is going to hit that finals, well, that just spices things up.
Okay, he lost the 57 mil, but doesn't care. Half tracks forcing away the rifleman. This could be a triple cap soon. 31 victory points counting down. He's got 2 at the moment.
KT. From the mid, KT just moves cross map, takes out some edges. Nice.
Oh my god, what a shot that is. From the big 88 mil, the long barrel 88 mil, just blapping things from afar. Yep, nice. DexN, what's he going to say next? He could be a bit salty at times. Bad luck. I thought he was going to say nice play. He tried. He tried to say nice play, but he couldn't say it. He was like, nice. Bad luck.
Damn. He had good luck, man. The M8 missed, like, should have died like a couple of times there. He had good luck there. The Howie was so tunnel vision on that sniper the entire game. He shot 7 barrages, 0 kills. The whole game. 450 manpower, 75 fuel, 0 kills for like 10, 20 minutes there. Damn.
There you
Green
go.
Beret comes in with the upset.
He does indeed. Wow. He's going through to round 2. And what a victory that is. That's just awesome to watch. And I'm so glad I got you were the co-caster, dude. You know, the whole Aussie New Zealand thing.
Yeah, that's great. That's great to see. Honestly, well deserved. Well deserved. The guy's been in the scene for so long, and as I was saying, not that much of a pop culture, but like he's coming in there with some strong gameplay, and I think he's gunning for the top. Honestly, like the prize pool this tourney, how much do you think it is? Are you aware?
I have no idea. No idea.
I've heard some rumblings. I think it's either 200 or 500 or 10 million. I think it's something.
I think it's 10 million.
Lines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That.
It's pretty substantial from the sounds of it. So it should be a good goal for some of these players. Just say, look, you know what? COVID's been hard. You know, I need to get this money on the side. We're about to buy some groceries. It's gonna be so sweet.
Yeah, definitely,
right.
definitely. Let's get you this. I want to see what this replay file length is, actually. I have one. Ooh, it's not too bad. And a lot of people are going to be hating on me because they think I'm just CoH2 only and all that stuff. But I want to cast a CoH2 player trying to play CoH1. I think it's going to be absolutely wonderful.
Oh, it's Orange Pass finished?
Yeah, no. He's just sent us the first replay only. So we're having one at a time, bro. Because he knows the score. I've made him do replays fully before. I asked him to send me one at a time. So no possible upset whatsoever. So let's go and see what that is.
I'm going to send you one at a time as well.
My highest rank ever, Sebrich, was rank 15 as USF for one day only, but I was able to maintain rank 14 for level 14 for I stabilized at that level. It was Wehrmacht, it was not as good, like rank 13 for a day maybe, rank 12. I found Wehrmacht harder. USF, the only way I got like above average, I think rank 14 is. It's not good, it's just above average. Is I used 3 rifles nades into M8, and I just spammed that. And then against Panzer Elite, I used spam flamethrowers. I developed 2 good build orders, 2 good strats, and spammed it. And I could beat most players, just not the good players. And then that's
what Gravemouth does. I think I versed Gravemouth in a tourney, and he always opens nades. For some reason, 20 nerves or whatever comes across, and you're like versing this player, and then they throw nades at you, and you just don't expect it. But you're like, I versed this guy a good 100+ times, and he's always done the same thing. And then he does it in the tourney. You're like, oh, I'm unsuspecting of these nades, and they land, and you're like, dude, what is going on? You're on tilt.
Oh, absolutely. It's an addiction. It's an addiction. 3 rifles nades is an absolute addiction. You see it. You saw it in the big tournaments back in the day, 10+ years ago, and watching Korean Army and players like that pull it off. It was just like, wow, I want to be that guy. And then you never stop. You never stop.
Do you have the Orange Pest replay? Do you have that one?
I sent it to you. I thought maybe I didn't. Oh, I sent it to Orange Pest. That's not helpful. I sent his own replay to him.
He said, hey, check this out. This is pretty sweet.
Yeah, basically. Right, let's send it to you now. That would be helpful. Upload file. This file. Boom. Enter. Get that bad boy loaded.
Alright. We'll do Orange Pest. I'm still keen on this Smoko replay. This is going to be so sick as well.
Okay, so I think we'll try and get both in, yeah?
Orange Pest.
We'll
I want to see the micro god of Orange Pest coming in here from CoH1 player. Just, I expect some high praise, you know?
Well, Co2's had a more established tournament scene for longer than Co1, so these guys should be better practice. They should have better tournament mentality, but it's not his game. So, you know, if he can do his build order that like Demare would have taught him, if he pulls it off, maybe it can be his game, but it's going to be really tough, man. It's going to be really tough. It's just, you know, it's the permutations, bro. If he gets past like 25 minutes,
yeah,
he might fall to pieces.
Like, yeah, well, I reckon he'll start snowballing because there's like so many units. He's just going to be microing them so intensely. Yeah. Playing Zerg as like StarCraft or something. He's ready to
well, exactly. It's not that hard to, I suppose, translate the micro. I just think strategically, if he comes up against a really decent player, like he might not choose the correct decisions after a while.
Someone that just doesn't attack into him, and he's like, "Wait, what's happening? Nothing's happening." And then he's like, "Oh, I've lost the game." Like they've just teched massively, and he's like, "Oh, I'm waiting for them to attack." Doesn't happen.
Well, classically like... for me, it's something like Panzer Elite, the Panzer IV infantry tank. You know. Until you've had that happen to you, you don't know to expect it. You know what I mean? It's like something unexpected. I don't think he'll be able to deal with the unexpected. The meta, if people play meta against him and Demare has coached him, it'll be fine. But if it isn't the meta, it's not going to work, I don't think. Right then, who's playing next? As I say, we've been on about it. It's going to be Orange Pest versus Zhao. We have loads of people that want to be cast. We've got Clarison Son who wants to be cast. Who did he play against? Cranksy.
Who was that? Who was the player?
A guy in chat, Clarison Son. I don't know what his game name is. Maybe it's different.
Clarison Son. I mean, I shot you the brackets. Let's see. Clarison Son is one of these players. It doesn't ring a bell. It does not ring a bell. I've no idea. I might shoot him.
You're trying to tempt me into a replay by saying someone played Brits, Clarison.
Yeah,
it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work, bro. I'm just like.
Right. It's like, guys, I'm a level 4 player. I've been playing auto match. Let's go watch my replay.
Yeah. I have chlamydia. Let's go. It's like not interested. Sorry. Right. Got my things typed in. I thought apparently not. Message. Oh, it has to be all lowercase. Thanks, Relic. Got it.
I'll message. Nicely done.
Yeah, I have to hide that stuff, bro. And Alright, let's have a quick water break, and then we'll get into the second or third series for us is this now. Third series. Wow, we're going hard today. We're going really hard.
Yeah, we send them all. Let's go. All the way through the end.
Gotta love it. Alright, let me get a drink. I'll be right back.
Alright, easy.